You want undercovers? Undercovers? Go ahead. Undercovers. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hello. I just woke up. Remember, I'm not getting enough sleep lately. And that's just my own damn fault. I get obsessed with things on the computer. I told my mom from now on when she leaves to leave me a note whether or not he went poo-poo, because if I don't know and I let him run free, well, what do you think's going to happen? He's going to poo-poo on the floor like he did yesterday. And she left the note, I just read it, he didn't go poo-poo, so. He didn't go poo-poo, huh? Mama just woke up, though. Mama's dehydrated, Mama's gotta have water. Mama's gotta get dressed. Cameron Diaz is not the only one who recommends that everybody under the sun, upon awakening, drinks 32 ounces of wawa. That's what I'm in the process of doing. We got the plain water, 16 ounces, and then we've got our Bragg apple cider vinegar. And then we've got 3 Brazil nuts, because Brazil nuts are, you have these 3 Brazil nuts and you have your day's worth of selenium. And then I have my enzyme, my enzyme pill. And then my vitamin B complex mixed food pill. Oh, and then I have a glass of prune juice. A little glass of organic prune juice. And then I think I'm gonna make some eggs and spinach. I'm gonna cook some rice. I'm gonna follow what I showed you yesterday in that Woman's World magazine. The latest thing apparently is either brown or basmati rice, which I have. You cook it, then you let it sit for 12 hours, and then you recook it, and apparently it creates all kinds of more resistant starch. That resistant starch is like a really good thing. It fills you up, and so you're not hungry, your body can't absorb it. And also, I guess rice, it's good for fat burn and whatnot, so. I guess anytime any of us have ever had leftover rice that has sat in the refrigerator all night, we've created that advanced resistant starch and not even known it, right? Rob Thomas has a new album coming out, if it didn't already come out. If it already came out, it may have already come out. Not his Matchbox 20. Matchbox 20 came out with a new album, but Rob Thomas came out with a solo album. In 2015, it might have already come out, I don't know. I click on these things. No, if it just popped up in MSN, though, that means it shouldn't have already come out. It should be coming out fairly soon, I guess, if 2015 is almost over with. Guy who, a girl, whoever, posing as, who, making fun of my sneakers. I'm an athlete. What you propose, you're gonna make fun of my sneakers. My sneakers are because I exercise, because I walk, because I. So I only get the best. I don't get any cheap, like, no-name brand or whatever. I get New Balance sneakers. Cost over $100. Omar needs his heart guard. You need your heart guard, Omar's. Hi, baby. I was wondering why the Comcast bill didn't come. I asked my mom. Remember, she's finally getting her own mail again. I asked her, did it come, because she paid other bills. I said, did it? And I found out why it didn't come, because we had set up for online and hadn't set it up. And so the bill's like overdue now. I'm going to pay it and she can reimburse me. It took me a while to get everything set up last night. I have to have her call, because remember I told you the guy who did the home phone, he came out and everything, but they told me that as soon as it was charged for that one-time thing, I'm calling it, get it reimbursed, so I'm going to do that. I keep trying to get my mom to get Angel back. But I don't, just before it was like, why the fuck don't you get your dog back? Now it's just, you should get Angel back, or can I get another dog? The Uma will have company, and so I can have amusement. It's really, it's Uma would have company when we leave and stuff, but also, I enjoy seeing the dogs interact, That's why a lot of people have more than one dog. They don't just have one. Right? Dog woman had 4, and one died. Dog woman spent like $4,000 trying to save her dog. Dog woman's poor. Dog woman put it on a credit card. Be one thing if she really didn't want Angel back, but it all comes back to the same thing where she feels less, I told her she goes to this place. I've been to places like that too. Where the mentally ill hang out and whatnot, and aren't judged, and well, she does stuff, she learns the computer, and even in the library, even whatever, everything I've ever been to where you use public computers, it's set up to be fair, as in, no one can hog it all goddamn day long. If you haven't been on it, you want to, you tell somebody higher up who's in charge, I would like to go on the computer. I would like to have my turn. Come to find out, she's telling me that there's people in there that, I'm like, how come I sent you stuff, how come you haven't been on the computer? I can't. There's some, Mom, everywhere in life, it's take turns. Everything in life, even at the grocery store, Well, not at the grocery, it depends. Different grocery stores are different, but any store you could think of where you, let's say at Rite Aid or some, anything, I think Rite Aid has it set up where it's the next in line, you know what I mean? You don't go up to a specific register, you wait like or at a bank, you wait till you know what I mean? But anything with computers or whatnot, anything somebody wants to do, and there's a group of people wanting to do it, you take turns. No one's going to know what you want, Mom, unless you speak up. That's what upsets me about the thing with Angel. I know she would like to have her dog, and she just feels like she's less. She feels like she's less than the person taking care of Angel. Mom, but you have, there's no saying how long Angel's going to be left on this earth. She's 8 years old. almost 8.5. She's the same age as Omar. Don't you want your dog with you? Yeah. But she's happy with so-and-so too. I know, but she's happy here too. She was happy when she visited it. I don't know. I don't understand it. Because she's even said, well, if you ever leave with Omar, then I'm going to get Angel back. Well, then why don't you just get Angel back anyway? You can afford her, that's for damn sure. Speaking of which, should we get some canned, some stuff from Natural News or whatnot? I told her just in case, What happened in Greece could happen here. It's all arbitrary. The thing with money is arbitrary. It's meaningless. It's manipulated. There's a fantastic thing called The Money Masters. I didn't watch the whole thing it shows. I forget why. It could be because I don't know. It was a lot to take in at once. I don't know. I got bored watching it, possibly. I was gonna get it, and it's not even out on the InfoWars site. I found State of Mind, did not find the Money Masters. Other places I can order it, though. All arbitrary on Mars. Everything is arbitrary. It's manipulated. But it's manipulated in a way designed, to continuously make the poor poorer and the rich richer. Right? Got from the library, the internet's own boy. Told you guys about that. I haven't even watched it. Come here. You can take your leash off, honey. Take your leash off. Clean. I need to cook. You want to go to the cupboard? Come on. To the cupboard? Come on. Come on. Do you want to go to the cupboard? Oma, go ahead. I know you wish you said. You do, huh? You wish Angel was here. Khloe Kardashian's looking good, huh? Good for her. She's tall like me. So she wanted to be a lot thinner, just like I always want to be thinner. But it's not like she looked horrible, you know, before. She dropped 35 pounds and got toned and everything. She's just looking damn good now. She towers over her sisters. They're only like 5'1", 5'2". I don't know. They're teeny tiny. And Khloe's 5'10", like me. Conservators still, you know, I told my mom, you know what, the lawyer's demanding. I told my mom at the very least have her, just like she did the last time. Oh, she apparently got like a couple thousand because ahead of time from him, because she had falsely believed that it was all going to be dismissed and whatnot. Remember when we all, or they all thought it was going to be going to be dismissed, and then it wasn't. Because my mom didn't get the IME, like, you know what I mean? But whatever, the lawyer jumped the gun, thought it was going to be, and then it wasn't. But she already got her money from him. There's no reason why. So then it went on more. So then she's owed more money, and because she had to go to court again, and blah blah blah, and whatever. So, you know what I mean? So, why can't I told you he has like $13,000. He didn't pay a single bill. He certainly didn't earn $13,000, you know, minus 2. So he certainly didn't earn $11,000. Just being my mom's conservator. And he blows her off, and I don't know what's going on. I need to send a certified letter to the bank. I also need to fill out my thing for the fraud. My bank gives you back the money, but you still have to fill out the paperwork. You know what I mean? Call to resolve. I was asking my online friend. You know, it has its own website. It seems all legitimate, but they say none of those companies are legitimate. And the fact is, I didn't want them anyway. I didn't know what to do after I'd been tricked. They'd already given them my credit card information. Remember, for weeks I assumed they were a legitimate company who uses underhanded means. That's all, pretends they're Microsoft, and then tells you at the end that they're not, but that Microsoft knows that of them, and etc., etc. So even if they technically do exist in California, like the website says and whatnot, they still use underhanded means that aren't right. And the fact is, I already had virus protection. Even convincing me that my virus protection is not any good, that theirs is better, you know, is all underhanded. But it does throw me for a loop, because I think a lot of those fake companies don't have an actual fucking website out there. You can look it up. It's call to resolve. I don't understand. If it's not legitimate, then why does it have a website? Couldn't Microsoft get the website shut down if this is one of those companies that's pretending to be Microsoft? I mean, I had no idea they had a website. I found it because that guy that cleaned up my system didn't clean up everything. Probably because he didn't want to go into my personal files, I guess. And my personal files had, you know, had my contract was called to resolve, had, and it had a thing where they have a website. So remember, I filed a complaint with Microsoft. And I said, it's called to resolve, so if that's them, then why aren't they shut down if they actually have a website? I'm not understanding that one. I think a lot of these phony companies, they don't actually have websites, you know what I mean? They trick people, they get your money, and then that's it, and they're off on their merry way. This one has a whole website. I might ask on Yahoo Answers. I can even go to, I've left different comments on different forums, but I'm thrown for a loop now because it has a whole website, and you'd think that they couldn't get away with what they do if they have a website that shows who they are. When I filled out my complaint with Microsoft, I didn't know this was all still on my computer. I didn't think I did have any, but it was. It was all still on my computer. It even had the name of the woman who talked to me on the phone. Her name was like Naja Bagagoog or something. You know what I mean? She was. It's like everybody says when they're dealing with these phony things, these phony tech companies and whatnot. They're all people with broken English, so that doesn't necessarily mean they're not, you're not calling them from here, you know, that you're actually, you know what I mean? But if everyone's, the chances are they probably are, you are reaching somebody like in India or some. The plot thickens because they have a fucking website. And if they're doing these things where they attach something to people's computer and they freeze the computer and the ominous message, and they have a website, then Microsoft should be able to, you know, or anybody, federal, whatever, the authorities should be able to crack down on these people. Because they have a fucking website and that's where they tell you to reach them if you have a problem. Remember, I bought 3 years worth of protection. Should I take a page from your book and go back to bed, Omars? Grandma's not home. Grandma's not home, I don't have to worry about usually being woken up. Creative video makes me sleepy, so that's a good thing. Considering I only got like 4 hours sleep. Because I didn't go to bed till 5. Mama needs to cook, Mama needs to clean, Mama needs to go to the store. Where is your heartburn? Put a sticker on the calendar. Mama. thought, I don't even know what date it is on my club. I've been writing my power walk and walking you down here. But I go to the store all the time, so all I have to do is find the receipts, and then I can know when I power walk. Okay, yeah, today's here. Hacker. Eat. Eat, Omar. Alright, so today's Friday. Give Omar his heart card. My 4.5 yesterday. Walked you 45 minutes. And then I know I didn't power walk Wednesday or Tuesday. And Monday, I'm not sure. Yesterday we walked you, I just didn't. Power walk. Mama didn't power walk because she didn't feel like it. And then Tuesday stormed all day. So no walk Omar, no power walk. And then Monday, I'm not sure. Monday, I'm not sure about ours. I'm not sure. You're not sleeping right. Sleeping right, woman. These have no nutritional value. They're just meant to be a snack. Rice cake, Lindbergh. There's 1 gram of protein, 1 gram of fiber. Some, not much. This is what Mama should not be doing. Stealing Grandma's fried cheese. That is not organic. Mama should not be doing that. All things. People complain about my videos. Don't watch them. They're not all meant to be exciting. Believe me. Oh, that's right, I have that sweet potato. I'm gonna have the sweet potato. Am I gonna eat the sweet potato, or is Mama gonna put it in a shake, put it in a nutrient? Running out of red pepper flakes. You can't have avocado. Avocado's supposed to be the best, one of the best things for people to have, though. Wow. Batteries are lasting. I didn't even know. This is just a designed to make me tired video. That's why people even say, can you not eat on your videos? No, you cannot watch that particular video. I do not eat on camera. This is organic avocado with my mom's non-organic Quid cottage cheese, plus red pepper flakes, organic red pepper flakes and organic cayenne. Just a speck. Hardly anything else, just a tiny little nothing of Himalayan crystal salt. And then these are Lundberg. I brought them at Bypass last time. Lundberg organic rice cakes that I never had before. They're a nice little snack. They do have some nutritional value. They have one gram of protein and 1 gram of fiber, so you know. I happened upon a really interesting to me way of dieting that I might try. The concept is instead of doing full fasts, you do a mini type fast every other day. Every other day you have only 500 calories and you try to get half of those from protein. Every other day you have only 500 calories, and then with the other days you can eat whatever you want. And the theory is that even though you can eat whatever you want on the non-500 calorie days, you don't want to eat anything. I mean, you don't want to overdo it. But just like anything, people eat for so many different reasons that have nothing to do with hunger. A lot of experts fear this kind of diet because you're telling overweight people, well, every other day you can go to town and have whatever the fucking you want to eat. No limits. But this woman who tried it said she didn't even want to eat. You know, it's not so bad going to bed hungry, and it's actually modified fasting, any kind of fasting. And there's also another kind of fasting where you only eat whatever you want, but in an 8-hour period. It's actually indisputable fact that any kind of fasting, even the kind I was doing, you know, once a week, is beneficial to the body. There's all kinds of health benefits to even if you don't want to do like I do and go the whole day of fasting on just water or a little bit, a tiny bit of juice and mostly water. And this modified fasting, which is the one that I just learned about a couple days ago, it seems kind of interesting. The woman tried it and she said she was all ready to just like, you know, because you get used to being hungry, and then she's like, oh, well, tomorrow I can have whatever I want, blah, blah, and then she found that she didn't want to pig out. And that's the theory behind it, because obviously you're not going to lose weight if you pig out on everything under the sun on your, and then, you know, on your non-500 calorie days. Apparently it takes that away from you. I don't know. It takes that desire. I'd have to try it. I never have tried that one. Definitely going to do some rice and vegetables. Rice cakes aren't bad, you know. They're like just a little low-calorie snack. What are you doing? Breaking it up so it's easier to eat. I just had a bunch of cayenne and red pepper, which is really, really good for you. Pepper, particularly the organic variety that I buy. Batteries are lasting. Remember, this video is just designed to be, kind of put me to sleep. This is all free, you know what I mean? Free for you to watch me, free for me to do it, you know? So it doesn't matter, I can just do whatever. I don't know why these batteries are lasting. They're the old batteries that are in the drawer that sometimes they'll only last a minute. And now these happen to be lasting a long time. I'm just shooting the shit. Remember just shooting the shit, Omar? I read a really disgusting to me comment. You know, there's a whole raging debate, and you guys already know my stance on it.